What's up, fragrance connoisseurs? We are back with another video. This is a tag video from my guy, Meech the CI Saint. He tagged a video for the top 5 fragrances that you would wear at a Christmas holiday party or event. So, as being a fragrance connoisseur and a fragrance collector and a fragrance reviewer, you know I gotta come up with 10. No, just kidding, Meech, I'm not. I am going to stick to the assignment and I'm gonna give you 5, just 5 fragrances that I am suggesting would be great for the holiday season party, social event thing. So sit back, relax, stay tuned for station identification. Charm City, the fragrance connoisseurs. We'll be right back. All right, fragrance connoisseurs, we're back. Charm City again, here for your friend, to be your friend and guide in this fragrance journey, and that we know every scent has a story. So we're gonna get into it again. It is 5 fragrances that we would bring to a holiday event, holiday party. And the picks that I'm gonna give, I'm gonna start off with some things that are a little more kind of gourmand and playful, and then get into some ones that I think that you can dress up, because there's all types of holiday events. Sometimes it's just a quick get-together party with friends or family, and then there's some things that are kind of like luncheons or things like that at work, and then you go into even the more sophisticated dinner parties or things like that. It could be work related or could be social related, but those are a little more dressed up. So I'm gonna try to give you the gamut of things and we will get into it. I'm gonna start off with one that maybe a lot of people don't know, and this is Khaltat Night, and this is by the Attar collection. So Khaltat Night came out in 2016, and this one, if you give it kind of an overall scent profile DNA, I would say that this is a less boozy angel share. I know that Meech started out with a angel share inspiration and royal blend, which I think is really good. This one, if you take the booze out, kind of put it in the Ojan type kind of vibe, but add the note of cherry. So this is kind of like a cherry cinnamon pie. It has sort of that apple vibe as well, but an apple cinnamon with a good dose of cherry in it. It is playful, it's bold, it's warm. This is an inviting fragrance, and it has that Middle Eastern flair to it. It's really nice, good mix of spices and gourmand notes, and this will keep people wanting to stay next to you, smelling you, trying to figure out what you are wearing. This has good projection, stays on skin at least 8 hours, and it is perfect for that light, non-sophisticated holiday party. Won't go into all the notes, but just that gives you that vibe, but very much so much of the cinnamon, the cherry, the vanilla, red apple, patchouli, and musk. Great fragrance. This is Khaltat Night, and you can get it for a pretty good price. Usually I've seen this under $90 or so, somewhere around the $85 range. Great fragrance, understated, not too many people are talking about it. Has a Middle Eastern flair. You can look it up, find it. It is for sale, good price. Next, we'll stick with kind of that gourmand flair, and we'll go to Unique E Luxury Mashumaro. So, wow. This one is a Middle Eastern spicy fragrance as well, very spicy, but this goes, Mashumaro is actually the Japanese word for marshmallow, and this is a toasted marshmallow fragrance. That's what everything is based around, this toasted marshmallow, but it has an opening that is very gourmand, but it's very spice heavy, not in hot spices, but in real deep Middle Eastern spices that give flavor and fare to this fragrance. It is a monster. It is a beast. 12 plus hours on skin. It will light up the room. It is a room filler. It is definitely one, if you want to get everybody's attention, you will. It has like I said, a toasted sweet marshmallow opening with a sugar confectionery type quality, like confected sugar, you know, the sugar that is sprinkled on top of any kind of dessert and things like that. It smells pretty edible, but it also has a heart that has rose and lily of the valley that kind of keeps it from not becoming overly too sweet. And then you give a good dose of woods in the base, vanilla and musk that lend to give it some depth and warmth. Again, like I said, beast mode, do not spray more than 5 sprays unless you're Nate the Great. My son, he'll spray 10 to 12 sprays of anything, but this one will fill the room. And again, it is that gourmand, another one that is great for holiday parties, gives you kind of that holiday dessert type vibe. The next one we will get to is a little more dressed up, and this one is going to be Boadicea Ardent. Now, Boadicea Ardent is definitely taking you on a more sophisticated, elegant level. This is a rose-based fragrance. A lot of people say that it is fashioned after Noir de Noir, but this is a nice Ardent, is very sophisticated, very elegant, and it performs really well. To me, it lasts and performs better than Noir de Noir, but I can see how you can give some of the inspiration or some of the similarities to it. Ardent opens up with a beautiful bright opening with bergamot and black pepper, but it also has a floral heart that becomes very evident even at the beginning when you first spray it. It is dominated by a nice central rose and jasmine, so the floral heart is really nice, and then there is a raw sweetness that comes to this fragrance that is beeswax, that is from the note of beeswax. Very, very raw, very organic, and it gives a really touch of kind of what I would say is a slightly animalic, not in the sense of that it is fecal or anything like that, but it gives you some of that raw, organic, kind of earthy type vibe to it. So then there is a chocolate-like patchouli that is in the base and is blended with a nice woody oud and musk to round out the base of the fragrance. This one is what I would consider something that you would dress up. It is kind of playful enough that you can wear it in a kind of a casual setting. This wouldn't be a t-shirt type setting to me. However, you're in the holiday season, which is more of a colder season anyway. I think this is the one that if you're going to a holiday party that is, say, for the nighttime or things like this, this would be a perfect addition to that. And this is Ardent by Boadicea, or Boadicea, however you want to say that, the Victorious. Next, we'll go with a fairly new one to the collection, and this one is by Amouroud, and this is Safran Rare. So I really just picked this up just last week. I went to Scent Explore and I went to the Amouroud table, talked to them about some things that I liked, some things that I was interested in, and told them about the fragrances from Amouroud that I already have. This was their tester that they had, and since this was a tester, they didn't have any other ones. I really liked it. I told them what I thought about it, and they gave me this tester that they were using for display purposes to me as a gift. So Safran Rare is basically what I would consider a leathery saffron type fragrance. Some people have given the moniker that this is in the line of Tuscan leather. I would say that the leather accord that's in here is a similar type leather smell as Tuscan leather, but this is nothing like Tuscan leather in anything else. There's really no candied fruit or sweetness from kind of raspberry or anything like that. This is a very elegant, soft leather fragrance. So the leather note here is accentuated with some smokiness, and it really is balanced with a woody oud that is tamed, but it has a supporting cast of creamy sandalwood, cedar, and vetiver. The dry down brings in some vanilla, so once it goes into the deep dry down, you really get that nice sweetness from vanilla. And this has, again, good projection and longevity. It's another one that is about 8 hours on skin at least. All of these are 8+ hours usually that I have in this. And this is one that I would dress up. This is one that I would say that would be more for the occasion of a dinner party. However, this is one that is good enough to be a fall or winter signature fragrance. You can wear this in the office, and you could wear this at work and then still have this for when the office party happened in the late afternoon or early evening. This is one to get your nose onto. I'm going to be featuring more of Amouroud in the coming videos to come. Hopefully we'll also get the owners on a live and talk about the line. Amouroud is a great house. I've had their Oud du Jour, Oud After Dark, the Silver Birch, and Whetstone. Some great, unique fragrances, and this is no different. One that I think is really great. Now, getting to the last one, and this one to me is underrated, and it is Indigo Smoke by Arquiste. This is one I've talked about a few times, and I still have to say, for the holiday season, this is a great one to have. Indigo Smoke features the note of apricot, which is one that I've seen in a couple fragrances, but I really think this does it the best that I've seen, as far as keeping that apricot from not being too cloyingly sweet, mixing it with some incense, bringing it into a very nice blend. This one is sexy. This is one that's going to garner compliments. This is one that people will love to be around you. It is a fragrance that is also basically inspired by a deep, smoky richness that is in Lapsang Souchong tea. So this is a tea fragrance. It has a concentrated note of a dried apricot that is really nice in it, and it marries it well with the tea and spices. It kind of gives you a flavored tea type vibe with the apricot, and this one is unique in character. It's one that you will not have any doubt that you will be the most unique smelling person in there, but along with being the most unique smelling person, you are going to be one of the best smelling people in there. This is another fragrance that has really good longevity. I really like the brand of Arquiste. I hope to have more information about Arquiste. I've gotten a few fragrances from Arquiste. The latest one that I got was almond suede that I really like as well. Haven't had enough time with it, but I will be talking about that a little more in the future. Again, Lapsang Souchong tea, vetiver, bergamot, mandarin orange, apricot, a nice dose of woods, incense in the base, and cedar. Really, really nice fragrance. And this is one that you will do well to have for your holiday party. So those are my 5. I appreciate the tag. I think that this is a really good lineup that you could have for any holiday party. Again, I will look to tag some people and keep this going, but definitely stick to 5. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great holiday. Take care. God bless.
All right, here we go. Do 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 do.